Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Assemble. My name is High Ruler, and today we are covering the weekly blog from Crystal Dynamics. And for people who are familiar with Destiny and Bungie, this is sort of similar. It's obviously the equivalent and comparable to This Week at Bungie. So kind of the idea behind these blogs is to kind of give you an update of the game, community stuff, and just kind of give you like a look at the week ahead and some things that have changed and, stuff like that. So in short bursts, this is some decently good information. It depends on like what kind of stuff they're going to give us in this. This week at Bungie, that can either be really good depending on the week, or it can be really bad depending on the week. Sometimes it's hit, sometimes it's missed, depending on like what they want to talk about and what they want to show us. So temper expectations for this. Don't expect a wealth of information coming out of this, but there should be some good little tidbits in here for the community at large, and we'll kind of see what we got going on. So with that being said, let's just kind of jump into it. So weekly updates, priority missions. Priority missions have modifiers that would challenge even the toughest superhero. Your first weekly completion of these missions earn you unique gear you won't find elsewhere. Okay. Global presence, low power level. Modifiers. Blizzard, ice hazards are added to the environment. Cryo damage from enemies in the environment are increased. Capacitor, shock damage from players is increased. Famine, enemies do not drop regen packs when defeated. Okay. Guaranteed rewards, Polychron, hero specific gear. Okay, cool. Rockets, red glare, high power level. Modifiers, famine, enemies do not drop regen packs when defeated. Pressure, no automatic recovery of willpower when critically injured. Clash, melee damage from any source is greatly increased. Ooh. Capacitor, shock damage from players is increased. Clash is going to be super good. Yeah, if you play like any sort of range build, I would say switch it up, play a melee character, play a melee build, and this should be pretty simple, pretty easy for most people. Since most of the characters are melee anyways, granted you can play Cap as a ranged, Iron Man and Thor, and then Black Widow as well, but these characters do have melee options, so I would say definitely play them melee, and you guys should have no problem going through this, not at all. So the guaranteed reward for that is epic gear. Yeah, okay, not really good. Not really good. All right, priority harm challenges. Priority harm challenges have additional modifiers and reward comics that increase your collection and boost your stats. Weekly first completion reward. 1962's Incredible Hulk number 105, 0.5% status resistant rate. Okay, all right. I guess the idea is that after like, months and ideally years of collecting all these things, like our base stats are going to be so bumped that it's okay to start super small like this. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, definitely go for it. Go do it. Definitely something to at least do to get it off the checklist for the week. Low power level challenge. Modifiers. Helix. Gamma damage from players is increased. Maelstrom. All heroics charge at a significantly increased rate. Entering critical health drains all heroic energy. Okay, that's an interesting one. Okay, interesting. High power level challenge. Modifiers. Famine. Enemies do not drop regen packs when defeated. Clash. Melee damage from any source is greatly increased. And then Helix again, which is gamma damage from players, is increased. Okay. Modifier pro tips. Modifiers are game changers. Check out some pro tips from our team that'll help you prepare for this week's challenges. Blizzard. Equip any gear that provides cryo resistance and pay careful attention to cryo hazards in the environment whenever Blizzard is the modifier in play. Cryo enemies are also especially lethal, so make sure to prioritize taking them out first to ensure you won't be frozen mid-fight. Famine. Focusing on takedowns and careful usage of the regenerative nanite containers are key to survivability when famine is active. Pressure. Recovering willpower by any means necessary is key when pressure is active. Utilize takedowns, regenerative nanite containers, and skills that boost the chance of enemies dropping regen packs to ensure that sustaining critical injuries isn't always a recipe for a quick defeat. Clash. When Clash is active, make sure to play a hero who has strong melee abilities and equipped high gear in the might attribute. Don't forget, enemies also inflict greater melee damage, so watch out for combatants who try to get in close. Capacitor. Thor's already impressive pedigree is exacerbated when Capacitor returns with the lethality of his lightning-infused attacks. Make use of his intrinsic Odin Force ability to lay waste to foes in a manner worthy of his heritage. If Thor isn't your hero of choice, make sure to equip gear with shock perks or use other heroes like Black Widow, who also have shock-inducing attacks in their arsenal. Helix. When Helix is active, Hulk becomes a force to be reckoned with. Leverage his intrinsic rage ability and any of his gamma-infused attacks to dominate the battlefield. Don't like playing Hulk? Make sure to equip gear that inflicts gamma damage and has high intensity to help trigger the gamma status effect. Maelstrom. Keeping willpower high and utilizing heroics soon after they're ready is key to maximizing the benefits of Maelstrom modifier. Focusing on gear that boosts the resolve or valor stats are also effective strategies. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't really pay attention to modifiers at all. People who know my stream and have watched my stream know that I'm still trying to gear my cap to 150. I'm at 146 right now. So realistically, I haven't really been paying attention to any sort of modifiers, or really, I'm just kind of trying to climb as best as I can. But if you're someone who's not really racing to get to 150, you're not really trying that hard to get up there, if you're just looking to kind of play all the stuff that's available and kind of play different heroes, like if you have the ability to switch up and make sure you're playing within, you know, different gear sets to take advantage of all these modifiers, like this is really good. I've never been someone who's paid attention to modifiers. I just kind of go in and do what I can. Sometimes you guys will see like I'll get frozen and stuff like that, but for the most part, I haven't really noticed any sort of, you know, downside to not playing towards the modifiers. I think like it may cap you a little bit, it may hurt you a little bit, but for the most part, it doesn't really hinder you a lot. But I guess when you play into it, it could definitely help you a lot, if you know what I'm saying. So that's just kind of my take on it. If you guys are totally different, let me know. Let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I should be looking towards all this stuff and taking advantage of it. But, you know, kind of as it is right now, I haven't really been paying attention. So we'll see as the next week goes on and see if I'm making a mistake or if I've been doing something good. We'll kind of see how it goes. So the next part of the weekly blog is the marketplace update. The marketplace has been updated with some great new content, including Hulk's legendary Tea Time emote, Captain America's epic Falling with Style takedown, and Iron Man's very photogenic epic Chroma Lux suit. The marketplace is a place for us to feature purchasable cosmetics in the form of outfits, emotes, takedowns, and nameplates. The marketplace uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary items rotate weekly and can be purchased with credits. Okay. Patch notes. Patch 1.2.5 resolves a number of playthrough stoppers. Our next patch, version 1.3.0, will be our largest yet and will resolve bad states for bugs fixed in 1.2.5, as well as address hundreds of smaller quality of life issues. We are rigorously testing 1.3.0 to ensure it is ready for deployment, and we'll update you when we have a timeline to share. Okay. In case you missed it, check out article announcements we may have missed in Launch Week Madness. Oh my god. CG launch spot. Did you catch our action pack CG spot? If not, it's time to assemble. The Kate Bishop reveal, the Marvel's Avengers WARTABLE recap, the streamer kits, the Women of Marvel, Our Mission Part 2, Superior Seminars, voice actor unboxing, and a heroic achievement. Cool. So those are all just things that, you know, they've kind of been talking about throughout the week. I'll probably cover a few more of these within the full podcast. But if you guys want to check any of these out, I'll put the link down for the blog in the description of the YouTube video, and just scroll down and you'll see all these links here if you want to check any of them out. So, Community Spotlight. Check out this week's Community Spotlight featuring some fantastic digital photography from fans. So we have the Tundra here, we have an Iron Man Unibeam here, Iron Man in the Eastern Seaboard. It's pretty cool. Touch that up a little. I mean, it does look like I don't know if that, like, it looks like he's touched it up a bit. Yeah, he definitely has. Like, I feel like the screenshot, like the Iron Man's from the game, and then I feel like they maybe painted this from a screenshot of the game itself and then superimpose the Iron Man over it. I don't know. You could tell it's not something that is from the game, like the background. It looks like painted. That's really cool. This is actually really fucking cool. Wow, that's really fucking cool. And then Kamala swinging across during the campaign. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so I mean, it was an okay blog. Like I said, I wouldn't put your hopes and dreams of getting like a lot of information out of this. This is basically just them kind of reaching out week to week and just kind of giving you guys an update of what's happening. Kind of cool. Hopefully, as the game kind of gets its legs under it, as they start crushing more bugs, this could be like a sense of like, hey guys, like, might have a special mission coming this week. Keep your eyes peeled. There's so much they can do with a weekly blog, and hopefully there is some more things that are coming that are a little juicier. But if not, this is all we get. That's okay too. This is just the start, and we'll kind of see how it goes from here. So with that being said, guys, I am out here. I'm gonna go stream. So if you guys see this video and you want to check out my stream, it is twitch.tv/highruler. I stream pretty much every night, do a little Marvel's Avengers. If you guys are interested in the podcast, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And if you guys are interested in just listening to the podcast, we are also on Spotify and iTunes. You can just type it in as Assemble Podcast, and it'll be right there. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, which is twitch.tv, twitter.com/highrulertv, or you can follow the podcast at twitter.com/assemblecast. All right. With that being said, guys, I will see you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and yeah, peace out.